Hello and welcome back, or welcome. I am book lover Lorna. Now, today we're talking Netgalley. Now, for those of you who do not know what Netgalley is, it's essentially a site where book reviewers, book bloggers, bookstagrammers, kind of from the stem of book reviewers, can request advanced reading copies, which is an ARC, but electronically to read and review. So say for example, I see that a new book is coming out from an author that I like, or even someone that I've not seen. Most of the time it's mostly people that I've not read before, debut novels, things like that. That publisher or author will have that book put onto Netgalley. I will be like, yeah, I want to request that. So I press request. That goes back to Netgalley and the publishers. And then they would say yes or no whether I can have an e-ARC, so an electronic advanced reading copy of that book to read and review. Now, they ask, you always have to put a review onto Netgalley, which the publishers can then use however they like. Quite often they will also ask you to put reviews on Amazon, Waterstones. Obviously, I put them on Goodreads as well, but yeah, they like you to put them around places, and you know, if you want to put a review on your Instagram and your Twitter, then that's down to you as well. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't, but I always put my reviews on Amazon, Waterstones, not always Waterstones actually, more often than not Waterstones, but always on Amazon, Goodreads and Netgalley, and then talk about them on my stories as well, and obviously on this channel. Now, today we're going to be talking through my Netgalley TBR. So basically you have a ratio that is linked to your profile. So say for example, I have in the time, this isn't the case, but in the time that I've had Netgalley, I would have requested 10 books. No, sorry, been accepted for 10 books. I can request as many as I like, and sometimes they will say no. They don't always say yes. It is dependent on your ratio some of the time and how many people have requested it. So my ratio will be dictated by the number of books that I have had accepted and the number that I have read and reviewed. So if I had, for ease of use, 10 books accepted, so I have downloaded 10 books onto my Kindle. I don't have a Kindle. I use the Kindle app on my iPad. You know, I don't need to spend money on a Kindle, it's fine. I don't read Kindle books enough to need one. So I say I've then read and reviewed 6 out of those 10, and there are 4 still left unread on my Kindle app, then my ratio is going to be 60%. Now they would like your ratio to be, is it 80%? Let me just check. It shows that I've never been at the suggested feedback ratio. 80%. I'm currently actually at 61%. So I've had 28 approved in the time that I've been on Netgalley. I don't really request that much. I go through stages of using it a lot. I didn't use it for ages and now I've started using it a lot more now. So I've been approved for 28 and I've sent feedback for 17 books, so 17 book reviews, which isn't a lot compared to a lot of book people. But I do want to get up to a lot closer to that 80, closer to 100 if possible. So I need to go on a mission really to read some of the books that I've got on my shelves, and I'm going to talk you through what is on my Netgalley TBR shelf. So the books that I have not yet read and reviewed and need to get my percentage up higher. Now, I will take you through them a little bit. Some of these have already come out. That's my bad there for 2 of them. They've been on there for a long time. So 2 books that I've had on there for ages and ages and ages, and I just need to like make myself read. I'm at the point now where I don't really want to pick them up, but I need to in order to review them. So we've got The Glass Woman by Caroline Lee. I will put like pictures of them up on the screens here. So this one is from Penguin. I will read you like a little bit of what they're about because obviously I've not read them yet. So, it's 1686 Iceland, an isolated windswept land hunted by witch trials and steeped in the ancient sagas. Wow, there's a lot of words in here that I'm going to struggle to pronounce. Betrothed unexpectedly to John Eriksson, Rosa is sent to join her new husband in the remote village of Stikisholma? Stikisholma? Stykksho with a thing on it, Lmur. You say that how you will. Here, the villagers are wary of outsiders, but Rosa harbours her own suspicions. Her husband buried his first wife alone in the dead of night. He will not talk of it. Instead, he gives her a small glass figurine. She does not know what it signifies. The villagers mistrust them both. Dark threats are whispered. There is an evil here. Rosa can feel it. Is it her husband, the villagers, or the land itself? Alone and far from home, Rosa sees the darkness coming. She fears she will be its next victim. That came out on the 26th of March 2019, and I've still not read it. We've also got Photographer of the Lost. This one is by Caroline Scott. This is from Simon & Schuster. This says romance. I can't remember. This is a lot of a blurb. Are you ready? Until she knows her husband's fate, she cannot decide her own. An epic debut novel of forbidden loss, love, and the shattered hearts left behind in the wake of World War One. Okay, so I read a lot of World War II books. I thought this was a World War II book. 1921, families are desperately trying to piece together the fragments of their broken lives, while many survivors of the Great War have been reunited with their loved ones. Wow, my reading out loud is good today. I've just ruined it now, probably, haven't I? Eddie's husband, Francis, has not come home. Edie, it's probably Edie, isn't it? Edie's husband, Francis, has not come home. He is considered missing in action, but when Edie receives a mysterious photograph taken by Francis in the post, hope flares, and so she begins to search. There is a lot more about it, but I'm going to leave that one there because I think that's enough of a description about it. That one came out in October 2019, and I still have not read it. So, yeah, those are my two that are really out of date. Now, the rest of them are... One has come out this month. In January. One has come out in January, and then one beginning of February, and then the rest are mid-February onwards. So I'm not doing too bad. The ones that are like up in January, February, I've only just requested, so they've not been there for a while. They've not been there too long even. Okay, so we've got Confessions of a Curious Bookseller. That just sounds cute, doesn't it? By Elizabeth Green from Lake Union Publishing. Okay. Again, a lot of blurb. A heartening and uproariously funny novel of high hopes, bad choices, book love, and one woman's best and worst intentions. Without question, Faye Birch knows that her used bookstore is the heart of West Philadelphia, a cornerstone of culture for a community that, for the past 20 years, see, I've ruined my speaking now, haven't I? Because I said I was doing well. Has found the quirkiness absolutely charming. When an amicable young indie bookseller invades her block. Oh my goodness. When an amicable young indie bookseller invades her block, Fawn is convinced that his cushy couches, impressive selection, coffee bar, and knowledgeable staff are a neighbourhood blight. It doesn't sound like it, hon. Misguided yet blindly resilient, Fawn readies for battle. There's more about it there, but that just sounds really cute. A little bookshop war. I think that sounds lovely. That is out on the 15th of... Oh no, hold on, it's not. No, it's not. That was the first... Actually, that was the 1st of January. I'm reading the archive date, not the actual publication date. That was the 1st of January 2020. That one came out. Next on my TBR, it's my hand to hold. So we have Love Spells and Other... I'm putting the pictures here, aren't I? Love Spells and Other Disasters by Angie Barrett. This is from Entangled Publishing. The cover to this one is just super cute. I really like it. Okay, description. I didn't know when I wrote the first love spell that it would actually make things happen, like actually make people fall in love with each other. How could I have known something like that? I mean, magic isn't real, right? But here's the thing. The spell does work, and so does the next one and the next one. And suddenly I'm getting a whole lot of attention from everyone at my high school. Me, blend into the walls, please let me be introvert in peace, Rowan Marshall. And not only that, but I've also caught the attention of Luca Rosso. Yeah? A godlike football playing hottie who claims he likes me just the way I am. But as I'm about to learn, playing around with things you don't understand means when things go wrong, like really very awfully wrong, you don't know how to fix them. That just sounds really cute. So that one... published on 1st of February. It just sounds really nice. I can't wait to read that one. And then what have we got? Some of these I might have actually read by the time you see this video. So if you see them, I'm filming this in January. So if you see these in my January wrap up, don't come for me. And there might be more on this list by the time this video goes live as well. I'm prepared for when I go back to work filming these videos. Okay, next we've got Uncoupling by Lorraine Brown from Orion Publishing. Hannah and Si are in love and on the same track, that is, until their train divides on the way to a wedding. The next morning, Hannah wakes up in Paris and realising that her boyfriend and her ticket are 300 miles away in Amsterdam. But then Hannah meets Leo on the station platform, and he's everything Si isn't. Oh, this is dangerous waters. Spending the day with him in Paris forces Hannah to question how well she really knows herself, and whether sometimes you need to go in the wrong direction to find everything you've been looking for. That sounds cute. That one is out on the 18th of February this year. That's cute. I like the sound of that one. Okay, then we also have The Whole Truth by Cara Hunter. This one from Penguin and out on the 25th of February. An attractive student, an old professor. Think you know the story? Think again. She has everything at stake. He has everything to lose. But one of them is lying all the same. When an Oxford student accuses one of the university's professors of sexual assault, D.I. Adam Fawley's team think they've heard it all before, but they couldn't be more wrong. Because this time the predator is a woman and the shining star of the department, and the student a 6-foot male rugby player. Soon D.I. Fawley and his team are up against the clock to find out the truth. What they don't realise is that someone is watching, and they have a plan to put Fawley out of action for good. That sounds mischievous. So that one was the 25th of February. Okay, next we have The Truth and Other Hidden Things by Lee Gala. This one is Lake Union Publishing. Okay, there's a lot of blurb here. Okay, on the same day Bells Walker learns that her IUD has failed, goodness, her husband Harry is denied tenure at his Manhattan University. So Bells, Harry and their 2 adolescent children and her baby bump move to New York's Hudson Valley, where Harry has landed a job at Duchess College in the town of Pigkill. Pigkill? I'm vegetarian, hun. When the farm-to-table utopia envisioned is anything but, she turns to the blogosphere. Under the pen name The County Duchess, she anonymously dishes about life in Pigkill, detailing the activities of hyper-competitive parents, kombucha-drinking hipsters. Suddenly, Bells has a place to say all the things she's been secretly thinking about being a wife and a mother. As Bells turns the focus of her blog on her new neighbours, her readership continues to grow, but her scandalous posts hit closer to home. She puts Harry's new job in jeopardy, derails her children's lives, and risks the one real friendship she's built. When Bells uncovers sandcastles right under her nose... Sandcastles! I'm actually so dyslexic. It's hilarious. When Bells uncovers scandals... Sandcastles. When Bells uncovers scandals right under her nose, the Duchess goes viral, and soon everyone is asking, who is the County Duchess? Now Bells has to ask herself if it's worth losing the people closest to her to finally feel noticed by everyone else. At least I notice my dyslexia things. I say them and I'm like, that's not right. At least I notice. It could be worse, couldn't it? I could not even notice that I say these things wrong, which I'm sure happens sometimes in these videos. Okay, next. Oh, did I tell you when that one was out? No, I didn't. So that was the 25th of February. Next we have, oh no it's not, 6th of April. 6th of April. Sorry, issues. That one comes out on the 6th of April. Next we have The Summer Job by Lizzie Dent. Whoa, what did I just click on? Don't move. The Summer Job by Lizzie Dent. I've seen a lot of people really excited for this. It's by Viking, which is a side of Penguin, I believe, and a branch of Penguin. Okay, gosh, there's so much going on here. Have you ever imagined running away from your life? Well, Birdie Finch didn't just imagine it, she did it. Which might have been an error. And the life she's run into, her best friend Heather's. The only problem is she hasn't told Heather. Actually, there are a few other problems. Can Birdie carry off a summer at a luxury Scottish hotel, pretending to be her best friend, who incidentally is a world-class wine expert, and can she stop herself from falling for the first man she's ever actually liked, but who thinks she's someone else? It says on the cover, Birdie just got her dream job. The problem is, it's not hers. The This could be good. That one is the 15th of April that comes out on. Then we've got 3 more to go on my TBR. We've got Until Next Weekend by Rachel Marks. The cover of this one is like super cute. My tablet is thinking about it. So this one is from Penguin Michael Joseph. Okay. Where's the blurb? I would have requested this because of the blurb. Because I remember looking at it and being like, nah, I don't know. And then I requested it because of the blurb. Let's get the blurb up on Goodreads, because there isn't one on Netgalley. Noah and Kate were meant to be together forever. Married with 2 gorgeous sons, it looks like they got their happy ever after. But marriage isn't easy, and one day Kate left, taking their 2 boys with her. These days, Noah is a weekend dad, and it breaks his heart. He misses the chaotic mealtimes, the bedtime stories, the early mornings, and the late homework. Suddenly he decides enough is enough. He has to win his family back. Starting with Kate. The only problem, in 6 weeks' time, Kate is getting married to someone else. That's a bit of drama, that is. That's a bit of drama. So that one is out on the 29th of April. So I've got plenty of time to read some of these. I just want to read them before the publication date. Okay, 2 more. One that I'm super, super happy to have been, what's the thing? Approved for. Got the big tick from the publishers. The Summer Seekers by Sarah Morgan. We love Sarah Morgan. From HQ Publishing. Kathleen is 80 years old. Ooh, well done, Kathleen. After a run-in with an intruder, her daughter wants her to move into a residential home. She's not having any of it. What she craves, needs, is adventure. Lisa is drowning under the daily stress of family life. The last thing she needs is her mother jetting off on a wild holiday, making Lisa? It's spelled with a Z. Lisa dream of a solo break of her own. Martha is having a quarter-life crisis, unemployed, unloved, and uninspired. She just can't get her life together, but she knows something has to change. When Martha sees Kathleen's advert for a driver and companion to take an epic road trip across America, she decides this job might be the answer to her prayers. Travelling with a stranger, no problem. She's not the world's best driver, but it couldn't be the worse than living with her parents again. And anyway, how much trouble can one 80-year-old woman be? As these women embark on the journey of a lifetime, they'll all discover it's never too late for adventure. Doesn't that just sound like great? That one is out on the 27th of May. Very summery front cover. I just think that's it's like one of those Solero ice lollies. It looks like one of those. And then we have one more on my TBR. So there's 11 books altogether on my TBR that I need to read for Netgalley and get reviewed. So the last, I'm also really excited for this one, is The Lucky Escape by Laura Jane Williams from Avon Publishing. One cancelled wedding. When the day finally comes for Annie to marry Alexander, the last thing she expects is to be left standing at the altar. She was so sure he was Mr. Right. Now he has no idea how she could have got it so wrong. One unexpected encounter. After a chance meeting with Patrick, an old friend who reminds her of who she used to be, Annie takes a vow of her own. She'll say yes to every opportunity that comes her way from now on. One spare ticket for the honeymoon. Could a spontaneous trip with Patrick be the way to mend Annie's heart? She's about to find out as she embarks on her honeymoon with a man who's not her husband. That one is out on the 10th of June this year. Okay, this is Lorna from the future in like 10 minutes time. As soon as I stopped filming this video and I checked my emails, I'd had another approval come through. So I will just pop this one in here and then we'll go back to Lorna, who was filming this video 10 minutes ago. Okay, so this is Makeup or Breakup by Lily Menyon from Hodder and Stoughton. Thank you very much. Okay, Anika Dev believes in love, second chances and fairy tale endings. Her app, Makeup, helps couples believe in these things too. Hudson Crafts believe in fast cards, flashy startups and high efficiency breakups. His app, Breakup, helps people expedite their failing relationships. It is wildly successful and everything that Anika hates. And they're obviously going to get it on, aren't they? Which wouldn't be a problem if they'd gone their separate ways after their summer fling in Las Vegas, never to see each other again. Unfortunately for Anika, Hudson's moving into the office next door to hers, and he's planning on also competing in the prestigious Epic Investment Pitch Contest, a contest Anika needs to win if she wants to keep Makeup afloat. Anika is not prepared to go down without fight, only as the two rival app developers clash. That that was hard to say. Annika finds that she enjoys sparring with Hudson way too much. My dyslexia is coming out now. And that underneath his shallow exterior, he may not be all that despicable. Could it be that everything she thought about Hudson is completely wrong? Could the creator of Breakup teach her what true love's really about? And that one is out on the 15th of July. So I'm going to add that into my list. Let's send that one to my Kindle thing. So when is that one in the list of... Okay, so that one's the last to be released. So that didn't work out too badly. But yeah, back to me filming the video now. Thanks for the intermission. Bye. So I am probably most excited for the books that are coming out further in the future, but I need to read the ones that are coming out sooner first. Obviously I'm excited for almost all of them, but I need to not request and just to read them. That's what I need to do, which I've not been too bad at. Netgalley November was very successful. I read a lot of books that month from Netgalley and tried not to... Actually, I don't think... no, I requested like 2 or 3 in November. But it could have been worse, couldn't it? So, you know, it's... all's well that ends well. But yeah, that is my Netgalley TBR. So hopefully when I next come to you with a Netgalley TBR, none of those are left on there. That should be the goal, shouldn't it, really? That all of those are read and I've got new, fresh TBR on Netgalley. Here's hoping. Here's hoping. I need to do a lot of reading. Let me know if you guys are excited for any of these books. Obviously, most of them have not come out yet, so they are releases for this year, which is very exciting. So, yeah, let me know if you're excited to read them. If you're going to add them to your, you know, your Goodreads TBR, your Storygraph TBR, put them on your list of books to buy, pre-order them. Some of them sound really exciting, so I'm looking forward to this, getting through these books. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I guess I'll see you all soon. Happy reading. Bye.